Good morning. Thank you all for coming and being here with us during our sorrow and yet our celebration of Selena's life. Selena Atencio Carrillo's mission honor was completed on April 2nd, 2015. I'm sorry. She was preceded in death by her father Tobias and mother Veneranda Atencio, brothers Toby and Alfonso. Nina, Auntie Sally, Auntie Sassy, or Sale, as we all lovingly knew her, was the best aunt ever. I remember going to her house when we were little and always having the best bizcochitos and tortillas ever. But the most special treat, when my sister and I would go spend a few days at her house in Taos, was the best cup of coffee ever. You see, our parents never let us drink coffee when we were little. No salía bigote. So Aunt Sally would brew us the best coffee ever in a percolator, no less, with instant coffee, with canned milk and sugar. Wow, we were so excited. Then she would take us to watch the Indian dances in the Taos Plaza. She taught us how to crochet and embroider. She tried anyway. She made the most beautiful things. We all have many memories and stories of Aunt Sally. I'm sure everyone who knew her has a few. Babysitting, giving you money, paying for your educations, helping you buy a car. She was the most generous, selfless person we have ever known. Very outspoken, but truthful. An old soul as far as values and virtues. Helpful to everyone, never denying anyone help or money. She was the epitome of good. Her stories of adventures in her youth, working in Los Alamos, and being a self-sufficient woman when she became a widow at 42. One of the things on her bucket list was to work in a cannery, no less. So she and a friend drove to Wisconsin and worked in a pork cannery. Okay, that dream fulfilled. Always looking for adventures, always an entrepreneur. Opening her own restaurant, Sally's, in Taos, famous for her enchiladas. Very frugal and thrifty. She started recycling before recycling was even a word. While living in Velarde, she was the official chauffeur for 3 other ladies her age, every day to the senior center in Espanola, a quick stop at the casino, maybe some grocery shopping. They were lovingly called the Golden Girls, another example of her energy and loving life. She made the unselfish decision to check herself into the nursing home 7 years ago as not to be a burden to anyone. She knew that our father Alfonso and our mother Emma were also getting up in age and they could not take care of each other. She felt she had a purpose for going to the nursing home, even though she told me several times that it was hard at first giving up her freedom and home, but she knew that she could possibly make a difference there too. She made a big impact on correcting some deficiencies and helped feed those that needed help, gave advice to, and helped some young employees find their way. Then the entrepreneur kicked in again. She decided to sell Cokes out of her room for less than the Coke machine and was very popular for that. This, of course, was her way of helping employees save money. Every week, once or twice, she would call me and tell me, "Tell Bob I'm dry," meaning she needed her Coke supply restocked. She loved to keep busy keeping her books, mostly record of who she sold on credit to, sometimes never collecting, but that was her way, always giving. Our family knows who she helped and who she was. She never asked for anything, but was always ready to give and help. When I would go visit her at the home, I would ask her, "How are you?" Her response, "All right," and a great big smile. Never complained about anything, even though I could tell when she wasn't feeling up to par. She always looked forward to our visits and always made sure we attended their special occasion meals at the home, such as Thanksgiving and Christmas. She loved it when my sister and I would take her to our homes for Sunday dinner. her birthday, Thanksgiving, Christmas, Easter, shopping, and Daddy and Mama picking her up every Tuesday for the chicken fried steak special at Kentucky Fried Chicken. If we were all to get up here and mention all Aunt Sally did and was, we would be here for days. But, beautiful Aunt Sally, know that we will forever love you and miss you and will never forget you. It's not what you take when you leave this world behind you, it's what you leave behind that matters in this world. Another thing that our family always grew up with, and this was from our grandmother, her mother, and they always taught this to us. Grandma did, my dad did. I'm going to read it in English, even though grandmother wrote it in Spanish years and years ago in this little yellowy paper. Things to remember. 3 things to govern: your tongue, your frown, your actions. 3 things to avoid: laziness, lying, vulgarity. 3 things to hate: profanity, tobacco, liquor. 3 things to despise: cruelty, meanness, and ungratefulness. 3 things to cultivate: harmony, happiness, joy. 3 things to admire: intelligence, beauty, and music. 3 things to appreciate: your health, money, your time. 3 things to respect: the elderly, the law, and religion. 3 things to love: purity, truth, and honor. And we've all tried to live by these words from way back when from our family. Thank you all again for being with us. Love you, Auntie Sarah.